All right. Y'all just don't know all the issues I've had. But hey, everybody, this is your girl. Lala, how you get up here already? I didn't even pull you up. This just show you how we've been like trying to get this thing together for the longest, like probably for the last 30 minutes, trying to get everything together. And we just been having all type of problems. But hey, it, I'm just gonna bring you up, woo, 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 and so my hey
I
Lala,
swear. Hi, boss lady.
what is going on today? Can you hear me
Girl,
good?
I just arrived in Nashville and I'm doing
Okay.
really, really good. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to come on to talk
That's
about who LaLa and what LaLa does. So I appreciate you. I'm
man,
happy
no,
to be here.
yeah. I just want to make sure that it's right. I just don't never want anyone to ever feel cheated, especially when you're dealing with technology, man. Everything could be perfect that morning, and then that evening you'd be like, "What's wrong? Like, why is it doing this?"
That's
But
great.
it is what it is. Lala, how you been? You been doing good?
I've been doing really good.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot better and
Yeah.
but I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I roll with the
Yeah.
punches with all that I have to deal with, but I roll with it.
Yeah. You look good. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I
I
know I had
appreciate it.
inboxed you. I said, Lala, what is you doing over there? Between you and Connie, I'm so jealous. I'm serious.
Listen,
I'm like,
I you talking about a weight loss?
yes.
Girl, I didn't gain all of that back. I'm on so wait. So where do you want to start? And then we can get to that
First of
feet.
all, okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, okay. So let everyone know, who are you? Like we hear your name so much. Like before I really got into this podcasting thing and really started rubbing elbows with all the who you need to know in quartet, your name always popped up. Right. And I was like,
Wow.
well, who is Lala? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was just a cute name, but it was like, no, Lala the plug. Like, it was a secret society type thing. And I was like, who? I met you some years ago. And every time it's like, what are you doing here? Like, I would be in North Carolina
Oh, we.
and South Carolina. I would be all everywhere. Yeah, even the scripture says that, in order to obtain a friend, you must show yourself friendly. And one thing I can say that every time I've seen you or met you over the road, you've always showed yourself friendly. And I'm like, oh well. So yeah, let the people know who you are and what do you do.
Um,
So everything.
well, my name is Lachelle Lala Crump.
Mhm.
I got the name from Lala, being Lala from Lachelle. A lot of people call me Mushelle, but it's Lachelle, L-A.
Mhm.
So years ago, they just started calling me Lala. Lala the plug comes in from again starting in the industry years ago. I just turned 46, so I got into the industry, quartet, choirs, when I was 14, 15 years old. I was an artist first. From being an artist, I went and worked for a record company. Um, During the time that I worked for the record company, I met a lot of the quartet artists. I came from choir into quartet. My dad played for Willis Pittman. He played the keyboard. He played for a couple of local quartets in our country town of Marquette, North Carolina, because that's where I'm originally from. I moved to Charlotte later on after graduating. So the LaLa the plug comes from me having a history of helping out in the industry. Again, from me being an artist, signed to the label. After being signed to the label, I started working for the label. I started in the mailroom at the label, mailing off the albums to different radio stations. So that's how I got into the radio. I built a database, and every Saturday, I would go to the office of this particular record company called New Vision Records years ago. It was one of my dad's friends. My dad had recorded our church choir, and he came there and he wanted to sign us, to sign our church choir. I was one of the featured solo artists. A lot of people know that I can sing, but I stopped singing years ago. I'm retired from that for sure. When I started having kids, that was it. And my daughter can sing real well, so I just passed that on to her. But I got into the business side of working in the mail room at this label. From the mail room, I went to marketing and promotion. So he would send me out in the field. And when I say that, I was going to GMWA, I was going to John P. Key VIP, I was going to Hezekiah Walker's Choir Fest. These are conferences at the time because we had a lot of workshops and panels and things in my era. I'm 46 and starting this at 14, 15. So you think by the time I'm 21, I'm the vice president of a record company. I had graduated and progressed and got promoted to being the vice president. So everybody saw me back in the day from this label because I was out recruiting and um, being the A&R and signing artists. So that's where they know me from my younger days after being the artist. Because some people know me from the stage as well. So I became the plug after all of that. That's how I got into LaLa the plug. Um in
Now, how old were you?
2008,
How old were you? How
huh?
old were you when you? I think the name. The book. How old were you?
Wait. Your phone breaking up.
How old you been?
I ain't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You don't went back to the radio style.
Yeah.
You said how old was I when what?
How old were you when you retained the name the plug?
20, about 28, 29. I was Lachelle for a long time. A lot of the radio personnels, a lot of the other older established labels, they know me as Lachelle. Now everybody calls me LaLa. My family even calls me LaLa now, where I was Lachelle Crump this whole entire time. I can go back to 2012, even when I started the platform that we're celebrating this week. I was Lachelle. I wasn't LaLa. I wasn't LaLa. Somebody made me a custom shirt that had LaLa the plug on it with a plug. And it had a plug to a bass amp because they knew that that's what I always wanted to is play bass. That's my favorite instrument. When I listen to albums, I can only hear the bass line when I first hear a song. I don't know why I tune everything out but that bass line. So that's where that plug and LaLa came from. Somebody was just like, you know what, you connect the dots to a lot of things, so you should just be LaLa the plug. So I came out with the logo. I started branding myself around LaLa the plug, helping artists. I was working for Keith at 15 years old. A lot of people may not know that now in the culture of now, but our older generation know that behind the label that Keith had on his own, Timeless Music Records, I was behind that label.
Really?
Oh yeah. Keith was my kids' godfather.
Yeah.
Like he was at both of my kids' birth and when they got christened. Like they sung and everything. Like it's just my family was quartet driven, choir driven from years ago. My girls can sing, but they won't sing now because they said I drugged them in the game too much when they was coming up. So they're not into recording and doing things like that now. But yeah, we was in real deep. Real deep. When I say real deep, we was in real deep. So I took on the loving of the business
Mm-hmm.
after working for the label, after being, we had this company called Front Row Gospel. We would have events all around. We would go to Virginia, we would go to Carolinas, we would go to South Carolina, we would go to Georgia, Mississippi. I won a Rhythm and Gospel Award the first year, and they just celebrated 17 years for
Mm.
marketing and radio of the year.
Oh wow.
So I've been doing this when I say a long time, still with the passion to see others win. Cause
Yeah.
that's the motivation of this, connecting people, being able to use my gift to help them push theirs further, because it's not a lot of money in this. It's money to be made, but it's not a lot of money in it. And so you have to love this from a different angle. And I love it from a different angle. I do. I really thank God that I was brought up in the last generation, because again, we had, it was more structured when it comes to how to do things without a system, because that's how we're moving now. We're moving without a handbook. And I always tell people when I do interviews, this is not the quartet business. This is the music industry business. Because the same thing that applies for quartet, choir, R&B, hip hop, southern soul, country, whatever the case, it's the same principles, because we don't have our own formula established in a handbook. It's not written down. So a lot of times we wing, and a lot of times the opportunities and the promotions that we get, they're from upstairs, because of the way our culture and our industry is set up. It really is. So I love where I am now. In 2011, I started a conference call with Miss Gwen Atkins called Let's Talk Gospel, because I saw the need for independent and emerging artists. And we came together. We were coming to the Stellars every year, coming to the Stellars. And all we saw was major artists. We saw the Mary Marys, we saw the Dietrich Hattons, we saw the Marvin Saps. Kurt Carr was big then, Kirk Franklin. We were around them in the rooms with these people, but independence was on the outside looking in. So we was on a call one night, and we were like, we know too many people. We know Keith, we know Darrell, we know Uncle Harvey, we know the William brothers. Like, what can we do to pull all of us together and establish something? So we said, let's do a conference call. So before the Walls group was the Walls group,
Mm-hmm.
we were helping managing them behind the scenes. Um, we did a listening party. We were doing online listening parties. This is 2012, 2011 now, 2011, 2012. We were doing online listening parties with thousands of people up there. It was so many people that they, somebody calling my phone. Hold on. I thought I had it on do. I'm sorry. Um, so we were hosting online listening parties. So the thing now with Clubhouse, our Clubhouse was a conference call where you dialed a number and then you got into a certain room. And that's where the way we communicated in gospel. We had open conversations, we had open dialogues about what was going on. So we started that in 2011. So when you see the Let's Talk Gospel now, the Let's Talk Gospel has been always been a conference call. We had everybody up there, special guests, except Vicky Winan and Shirley Caesar. Everybody under the sun, from David and Tamala Mann to Melvin and Doug to Lee Williams. Like, we had everybody. And it's flyers online to show the history of what we've done in the past. Um, I used to get artists to submit music to me when Facebook first went live. 45, 60,000 views on promoting and exposing their music to a bigger audience. Right now, I get probably a million views a week. I don't talk about it a lot. And I tell people all the time, I don't even look for likes and comments and stuff on my posts anymore. That's why a lot of people hire me to market and promotions, because my page is seen. It is. How it got to this point, I don't know. But I do know that I've been consistent with promoting artists, musicians, songwriters, businesses, that the t-shirt companies, like, just celebrating other people, putting it on my page, making it available to a new audience. I've done that. So with the Let's Talk Gospel conference call, we came to Stella's 2012. We ended up meeting Carlos Hell. You know him from Clubhouse and Urban Soul Cafe. All right. We met Carlos. So we had a conversation with Carlos and said, listen, you do the welcome party for Stella's major people. I've done it. I've been there. I've been one of his hosts. I've been on the red carpet. I used to do radio. So where you are today, I was doing that then, trying to get plugged in into rooms, if that makes sense. So um we went to him and asked him, would it be okay if we came to his city? Because this Nashville, Tennessee is Carlos for us on the other side. Um, this his territory. So we were like, well, can we put something together for independent artists? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm gonna be there. So we put together a panel. It was me, Miss Gwen, Tyrone Porter, Miss Evelyn Turntine, Zacardi Cortez, um, this guy named Bruce from Charlotte. He owned a radio station, I Am Radio. He passed away. And brother Reggie Rich, he owns Rejoice America Radio. So all of us came together and we came up with a panel and a showcase. I mind you, in 2012 we did this in Nashville. Daryl, the Joy Boy, the one that passed away. He rented us the church, Crystal Fountain, out here in Nashville. He ran us to church. So we went there and we established a formula of media, Q&A, showcase, and panel. That was our formula. And in order to sing on the stage, you had to come to the panel. We established that in 2012. So we are here 12 years later in 2025, back in Nashville where we started, because we've been in Las Vegas for the last couple of years doing the Stellar Week. So in saying that, we didn't have a lot of quartets that participated because a lot of them did not come to Las Vegas. We have a whole bunch of them this year because they are able to get in their cars, they're able to get in vans and get here. So we're super excited about this Friday, 12 years later, and we're still having a panel with industry executives. Capriccio Skates is coming from Capitol Records. Stan Jones, we all know the accolades behind Stan. Bonita Bellamy is the biggest publicist, one of them here in this area. She holds all this down for major artists. So Uncle G is having his own showcase this year. And I think he's on his 10th year. So the formula was created from myself and Carlos. So now during Stellar Week, it's like 30 events. Oh yeah. It's probably more than that. But it's at least, and it started today. It started today.
Okay.
They I got here early. A lot of my people are coming in tomorrow and some coming in on Friday morning. So Friday we're having the Indie Rock Lounge celebrating 12 years. If you guys didn't know, and if you're listening to this, I would love for you guys to come. It's gonna be at Mount Calvary, Madison. It's 1238 Brineville Road in Madison, Tennessee, which is about 7 to 8 miles from downtown Nashville. And then that night we're going to Souls. So that morning we're having a panel at 10 o'clock. 11:30 to 12 we're doing a mix and mingle, and then we're doing the showcase. That's our panel. You see
Oh,
those names? I've added three people to that. Mr. John Smith is the owner of Souls. He's coming. He told me today when I went to Souls to meet him and go, do a walk through the venue, that he used to work with Tupac. I didn't know that.
oh wow. Oh
So
wow.
that's how far he go back in promoting. So he
Mm-hmm.
said he's been promoting for, well, since he was 17. 17 years
Wow.
old. He's booked Chris Brown. He works with Diedrich Haddon right now. Like he has a roster full of, and he has 4 restaurant lounge settings. We're working on a
Oh
gospel brunch
wow.
right now.
Oh
Just
wow.
platforms and opportunities for people to be able to showcase what they have. Because one thing that I've learned from the Indie Rock Lounge and the platform that we've had, you just never know who's in the room. We came to Dubs one year. Boss lady, I used to do this 4 times a year. Not one, four.
Oh wow.
Okay. First of all, the Stellas used to be in January. So we would do
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King weekend,
Okay.
leave the Stellas in Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and go to Columbia, South Carolina. Leave Columbia and go to Dover, Delaware.
Okay.
Leave Dover, Delaware
Delaware?
and
Did
come.
you say
Oh
Delaware?
yeah, yes. And
Oh,
then
okay.
leave Delaware and come to Charlotte.
Okay.
So we did it 4 times a year so we could generate the independence through regions,
Yeah.
different regions. So 4 times a year versus 1 time a year, we have slowed down a lot because we were offering so much back then, because it was a hunger for it. And again, social media was fresh. It wasn't all, we didn't have all the numbers. If you remember, Facebook was for our friends that we went to high school with. It wasn't to market and promote us for free. We had B Slay on our conference call one day, and he was telling us how you can make $1 million by the click of your thumb. Meaning you could sit behind a camera, you could sit on your cell phone and connect with millions of people without ever meeting them. Do you know how valuable that is? That
Yeah.
is very,
That's
very valuable to our culture of what we're trying to accomplish now. Being in the music industry and being an independent artist, meaning you got to do it yourself. So
mm,
doing it yourself is figuring out a formula
yeah.
of how
Mm-hmm.
it works for you. Now, what worked for me ain't gonna work for Boss Lady. What worked for Boss
Mm-hmm.
Lady ain't gonna work for me. So there's a lot of information that's given. So we have to apply what works for us. I have worked with several artists, big, small, up and coming, just started, established, non-established. I have worked with, but it don't apply every time. We have to come together as a team, as a system, and figure out what works for them all the time. You're always navigating through a system. You're always navigating through new information. Even though I've been out here 30 years, my daughter's 27. She getting ready to be, yeah, she's 27. My second daughter is 25. So I was out here before they were born. And I'm talking about busy, working, radio, hosting, promoter. I was doing all of that in my 20s. Managing, booking. Oh yeah. All of that in my 20s. In my teens, because my daughter was born at 18 years old. I graduated one Friday and had my first daughter the next. I didn't have but a week. A window was a week by myself. She's been here since, and that's why she said I forced this on her. So she does something totally different. But can she sing? Yes. Do she know the game? Do she know the business? She absolutely does. She don't show her face out here. But if something happened to her mom, either one of my kids could pick up from what I got. And I put in them because they watch me. But I had a week window to be Lachelle because I graduated one Friday and I had my daughter the next. But I was already, again, in the label. I was already working through the North Carolina GAG. The North Carolina GAG is an organization that's set off from the GMWA for our region. So you would go there. We would have monthly meetings. We would have monthly showcases, monthly concerts. You just learn the business. So in being around that, you retain that. So I retained a lot of the things that was, put in front of me. And I was in the conversations because I was interested. If I had not been interested, it would have just been, let's just go to church or
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the show. But I wasn't because again, remember, Keith is in my ear too.
Yeah. I bet.
And Keith was a hustler when it came to gospel music, quartet music. He was a hustler with
Mm-hmm.
it. And when I say that, I don't mean being a hustler. I'm saying he was a grinder. He grind his way through the labels. And then when he didn't have a label, Keith used to bother me so bad. Like, I'm talking about call me 30 or 40 times a day. Like, I got this going on. Like, I'm going to be here. Like, he would go to the little old wooden churches. and he would be at the stadiums. He did not, he just wanted to perform, and he just wanted to sing and record. So I had all of this that I was brought up around that birthed the lady that I am right now in this industry. That's why I take it so serious. I take it so serious. I look for new talent every day without letting people know that I'm looking for new talent. Like I'm quiet, but I ain't quiet. I live out loud. I went through a scare, and you mentioned the weight loss. I was on the road. Of course, you guys know my favorite artist and who I have the opportunity to work side by side with is Roaring Revelation. That came 5 years ago for me. Well, I was on the road with them heavy, not eating, losing weight. And you know how you have or you get so deep caught up in a passion that you forget about yourself? That's where I was. I didn't know why I was losing weight. I really thought that it was just me changing my eating habits, but I did not know that the cancer that I got diagnosed with was changing my appetite. So when y'all was seeing me lose weight, I wasn't losing weight because LaLa wanted to lose weight. I was losing weight because the cancer was eating up at me. And they found it at stage 3, which caused me to have chemo every day. To this day, I take chemo every day. I got up earlier this morning to do my chemo. So because it takes me a few hours for it to wear off for me to be able to function like this. This is not me in the morning. I have leukemia, stage 3. The next stage is a bone marrow transplant for me. So when I say that I love this, and I told the Lord when they told me I had cancer, I was like, well, if I ain't gonna be here, He's gonna take me doing what I love. Trust me. That's why I haven't stopped. Even when I was in the hospital, those 13 days, telling me I had 9 weeks to live. Like I went through a lot. I just don't never get to talk about it. Or I'm writing a book right now. And because I just know that I have something in me that people need to be inspired by, because through all of this, I'm still a go getter. I woke up every morning in that hospital, and when I got diagnosed, I got diagnosed. I checked in the ER at 6:09. I would never forget it. I had worked bike week at Myrtle Beach for 7 days straight without eating. Um, I know you might have heard of Desmond Garner, but that's one of my best friends, and he owns clubs, and he does gospel, and he does hip hop, but he does big festivals. So I worked for him, and so I was with him for 7 days. And if you know Des, you know Des is a big boss. So Des eat great, like he eat good, and he was offering food all week for the staff, taking them out to eat. I'm talking about top of the line restaurants at Myrtle Beach, and I would went to Walmart and bought 2 gallons of milk and 2 boxes of Fruit Loops, and nobody knew why, because I didn't even know why. I had no taste buds, so for months I lived off chocolate milk and white milk. I'm talking about no food. Period. Went in my mouth. No food. I couldn't put on my tongue, but it was the cancer. Not knowing that. So when I got home from the um music festival, my mama said, listen, something is wrong and you just got to figure out what it is. I was down to a medium. I hadn't been in a medium since third grade. I was down to a medium. Oh yeah, I had, and 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 if I could be real transparent, I was 400 pounds.
Mhm.
So going from 400 pounds to a medium, wearing larges, like if you go back down my timeline, I used to celebrate how I could shop on the other side. I ain't never been out the plus section to be able to shop. So, I was like, oh my God, but I didn't know what it was. So I checked in the hospital, the ER at 6. Girl, they was coming in my room by 9 telling me I had stage 3 cancer, that I only had 6 to 9 weeks. Like it was progressing that bad. It was progressing big time. So 9 o'clock, I find out. By midnight, I'm airlifted and on chemo. By midnight, this the same day. So from there, I've graduated to chemo daily. I still take it. I go see my doctors every 3 to 6 months. I've been seeing them lately more because my numbers is off. Meaning that my platelet count, my white blood count cells, and my red blood count cells are not meeting the volume of my blood in my body. So I've been getting more treatments lately. But that weight loss was from that. So now I'm back up. Yeah, I've gained it all back
You ain't gained
through
it all
because
back.
of the
You have not gained
medication.
it all back.
No, no, no. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, you have
Yes,
not gained
ma'am.
it all back.
Yes,
Listen,
I
I
am.
ain't gonna let you start it like
Girl, I look at that mirror every day. I done gave that mug back. You hear
no, you
me?
have not.
So that's
You
where
ain't
it came from.
gained some, not all of it back.
Okay, I've gained quite a bit. That
Okay,
scale
but
tell me that I gained it back. You might listen. I might carry it a little better now, but I'm telling you, I done gave this. I done gave it back. It's okay, back. But that's been my story, and the music industry have kept me in the light of I can live and I can be free and I can express me through music, through helping somebody, through creating platforms. So I am so super excited about Friday. Listen, when I called Stan Jones because I've never done an event without Stan. Stan has been with me since 2011. Okay, it is 2025. If Stan Jones tell me he can't make it, then it's gonna be canceled. If Stan, oh yeah, it's that serious. If Morgan Turner, the only reason y'all ain't gonna see Morgan all day on Friday is because Morgan has a position at the main show, and he deserves it because he has been with me since 2011 himself, and he has worked for that position. So he's helping MD the main show, and I am so proud of him. So that's the only reason them two right there, they have been here from the beginning. I'm talking about ain't skipped a beat, ain't asked me to buy no flight, ain't asked me to buy no hotel. They just that's what friends do. Friends come together to be a blessing to others. So they have been if again when I called Stan earlier this year, and he was like, "La, it can't come back to this is the East Coast for us because we've been on the West Coast. Can't come back to the East Coast and we don't do it." He said, "I'm in." I said, "All right, I'm gonna put it out there. We're gonna get it done." We had literally over 40 something artists respond to us. I had to cut it off. So it has boosted me to bring it to the Carolinas and do a 2 day weekend. And I'm going to do it. I have always focused on independency. It didn't matter what genre. Um, because I feel like as an artist, when you are becoming mainstream, you're not just promoting to a genre or keeping it in a genre. You're promoting to the world. So crossing genres for me is really important. Quartets need to hear CCM. CCM need to hear quartet. Quartet um choir. Holy hip hop need to hear choir. You see what I'm saying? It's not just boxed into one genre. And I heard something today when I did my walkthrough at the second location that we're doing something at. I heard a sound today that was amazing to me. I gotta ask them what they doing because one of the girls is hosting her artist tonight. She said I'm launching my management company and here are my 4 artists. And girl, I don't know what that was called, but it was good. It was gospel, but I don't know what the title of it what it go up under. But they sounded really well, and it was just the new thing, I guess. I don't know what they had going on. So I want all of you guys to come and be a part. If you're in Nashville, and if you're not in Nashville and you could drive over here, I would love for y'all to come and hang out with us. Y'all see the flyer. We have some amazing guests coming. We have some that's on the flyer and some that's not. And we're gonna have a good time. So the panel starts again at 10 o'clock, and then from 11:30 to 12. We're gonna do a mix and mingle, and I have a DJ. I'm implementing the DJ. So I told the artist, and I
Yay. Oh,
actually right, I actually put it's a gospel DJ at that.
come on now.
So I put out a post. I put out a post for artists if they could not come, they can still have their music played in the room.
That's good.
Like, and nobody responded.
That's correct.
So what I'm going to do
Why
is
is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But because of the person that I am and I love people, I'm putting a playlist together myself. It's definitely going to include the people that is coming to perform, but it's going to include some that I know that is great and that need to be heard in them rooms.
Yeah.
But nobody responded.
Lala,
I
I
can tell
don't
you one thing.
I
I
don't
can
know
tell you
what's
one
wrong with
thing.
us.
Everybody don't have every group, organization, artist, songwriter, lead singer, preacher, athlete. Everybody don't have a assistant, a
Hmm.
publicist, a manager. They don't have those. Everybody doesn't have those things. Those are the people that do the work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're not a working artist, because there's such thing as a working artist. There are artists out here that do a lot of this work themselves. I'm
Yeah.
talking about from booking, I'm talking about from promoting, I'm talking about contracts, I'm talking about content now. Everybody's saying don't go to radio, do content. Do you know how long it takes to create content?
It don't take me long. I don't know about nobody else, but
Well, you can't create something that you with nothing.
that's right. Yeah,
Like
you gotta have
you
something to
gotta
work
have
with.
photos, you gotta
Yeah.
have data. Let me say that you can't create content with no data. Let's say that. So
That's true.
once you get those things, you know how you get those things because you're out and about. I
Right.
You said it yourself. I used to see you everywhere, but I felt like you lived so far away. So why would you be in my hood?
Mhm.
Why would you be in the Carolina? You know what I'm saying? When you say St. Louis, right?
Mhm.
That sounds so far. So when I'm at a show, I'm like, "Boss lady, what
What
you
you
doing here?
doing?
It's great to see you, but ain't you far from home?" That's what I used to say. I used to tell you that every time I
Yeah.
saw you. Aren't you so far from home?
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. Everybody doesn't have that. We need more of them.
Yeah.
Workers,
We really
a
do.
system, a team, people that's pushing, working behind the computers. And again, I live out loud. I tell people all the time. I just put that flyer out about book the LaLa experience. Listen, I live out loud,
La la.
meaning I post, huh?
You do. You host. Yes, you do.
Post. I've been going live more because now we're having a show. But I used to go live all the time, 2 or 3 times a week. Like I used to have a flyer saying, "Listen, meet me at 9 o'clock Thursday night. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm talking about. This is who I'm showcasing." I used to have a spotlight artist. I used to do all
Mm-hmm.
of those things
Yeah.
that made me credible to what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing today.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me that last week. What made you qualified to have a show at the Stellars? I was challenged with that last week.
Mm. Mm. Okay. And what was your answer?
What made you? I
What you
put in the work.
say? Huh?
I put in the work.
You put in the work. Okay.
Go back and do your research.
Yeah.
This is nothing that I popped up and done. I didn't pop up and do this.
Right. I got
I've been doing this.
you.
And if you didn't hear about it back then, again, Google it. What Keith used to tell us.
Google me.
Google indie rock lounge. I mean, like for
Yeah.
real, for real. Google it. Not only that, yeah, Google it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell them. I almost did. So Friday, I'm gonna run a clip on the screens where we started with Crystal Fountain at the church in 2012 and run it up to now. Because again, we've been in Vegas, Lord. We've been in Vegas so many years. I can't even tell. I think it was 2014, our first show in Vegas. Like, we had so many people in Vegas. One year I did 43 artists. One day.
How though? Like how much time you get?
What do you mean how?
How, I mean, that's a
That's a
lot.
lot.
Lala, that's a lot.
That's
Did
a
you have a
lot.
house band?
We did, we had a house band, but
That's a
we
big
do a lot.
difference.
We
Yeah.
had a house band, but they do a lot. Morgan, them. If you look at some of the videos, I'm telling you, Vincent Bohanna,
Mhm.
oh, Naomi Rain, Quentin Ellis. Quentin Ellis started coming to us when he was 7, 8 years old. He just signed with Timberland. Like, it's crazy the opportunities that we've given artists. So you just
Mhm.
never know who's in the room. Bobby
Right.
Parker texted me tonight. I did a live at the venue. I
Mhm.
don't know if you saw it,
I
but
saw it.
about 2 hours ago, he texted me tonight and said, "I am so proud of you." He said, "I'm coming to your show." He's from North Carolina. He's from 30 minutes from where I am. We from the same county, but he lives on the other side. But he used to tell me when I was a teenager in the rooms to stay there because a lot of people used to look over me. Even the people that I have had on my panel used to walk over me because I was the young girl in the room trying to learn.
Mhm.
And again, we work in a male dominant genre.
We do.
But the females, I said it this week, the females is coming up, doctor. Business,
Mm-hmm.
artistry, like
Mm-hmm.
we coming up. But
Yeah.
we don't get hand claps out loud.
I wonder why is that though? Is it because it could be a slight of bit of jealousy from the men, or what you think?
I don't know. I
I
wish
don't know
somebody would
either.
tell me.
I don't
Because a
know.
lot of times I say if I was a man, I wouldn't have to go through some of the challenges that I go through at being a female. And it ain't cocky, it ain't arrogantness, it ain't sometimes confident and knowing that you're good at what you do make you look like those things and you're really not. You're really
Mhm.
not. Um I just stay in my own lane that I created.
Yeah.
I created a lane where I can be an all in one. I did. I don't, I mean, I could do a lot of things, even down to music,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of things. So I put out a couple of weeks ago um, that you could book the LaLa experience because where I had stopped doing a lot of those things, I want to pick them back up. And picking them back up brings me to the celebration this Friday because a lot of these artists that's coming are great. And in them coming here, it's creating a new space for them because it's going to be some people in the room that need to know who they are. I wish a lot more could come. I really do. That's why I'm gonna bring it to Carolinas. I don't know when, but I'm gonna do something in Carolinas.
Oh wow.
I got my little spunk back. I still got to be careful because of my health, but I got a little spark back. But listen, y'all want to be in the room to meet Bonita. Y'all want to be in the room to meet Stan Jones. Y'all want to be in the room to meet Mr. Ballard. And I think he's still coming because I think he's been having some health challenges, but I think he's still coming.
Okay.
Ron Briggs, Gerard Barner. If you don't know these names, Michelle Prather. Michelle Prather is one of the lead vocalists for Kurt Carr back in the day.
Oh
Like
wow. Okay.
she was that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she's coming. She got her own albums out now. She got her own music. Uncle G. Uncle G
Mm-hmm.
has managed quite a few people that we are well aware of. He does radio servicing. He do all of that out there in Texas. Jaleel, a lot of us use him for. He's my go-to for a lot of things. So he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be there. Dominique Stroman is coming in. Dominique Stroman. When I first met him years ago, I used to think he was Diddy. Like he just had the business together. Like he knew the game. DJ,
Uh-huh.
I say, did you work for Beyonce or somebody? Like, where? Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was just so big in this. Catherine, Catherine is a project manager, production manager. She worked with Ty Tribbett and a lot of those on the other side too. Roger Jameson, like, y'all got to be in the room. These people, Capriccio, Mr. John is coming now. Gabe Titus. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't know him, he works with Jamal Roberts. But again, we knew Jamal and we knew Carlton and Gabe and all of them before the American Idol. Like they've
Oh
been out here
wow.
grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own events too. So
Okay.
they are people that started with us when we started the showcase and stuff. So all of those guys are coming to be a part. So that's
That's
what we
awesome.
have going on Friday morning. But
Okay.
baby girl, Friday night,
LaLa.
I'm excited. You hear me? Girl, all day. Listen, one day only, y'all got to get to Nashville. I'm telling you. Listen. So I had the privilege. I've been knowing Squirt Kelly for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he has always asked me, LaLa, can you manage me? LaLa, can you be on my team? La 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 la. And
Oh
I used to
wow.
say, no, Squirt. No. Because
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was a conflict of what I
Yeah.
did. But
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
to learn that it's not because it does not change my love for God.
Gospel.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It's
Yeah.
business and it's work for me. So I
Yeah.
love the fact that I'm able to juggle different
Yeah.
genres to make it one, to be honest, with the
Okay.
push. So I've been managing and working on Squirt booking for since April
Okay.
since April and May. So I do a lot of his social media stuff. I do all his contracts. Keita is a girl named Keita. She does his contracts as well. Um, but we're working on some new stuff. Oh my god, I can't wait for y'all to see it. But
Oh
Squirt is
wow.
coming with me. He called me one day and said, La, I need you to block my schedule for August the 15th. And I said, August 15th? I said, Squirt, I don't have no contract for August the 15th. He
Mm-hmm.
said, "No, you don't." I said, "Well, what you want me to block the schedule for?" He said, "Because I'm coming with you." I said, "What?" He was like, "La, I'm coming to the panel. I'm coming to be in the room."
Oh
Again, it's
wow.
not all about the gospel business, it's the industry. We're
Industry
talking
as a
about
whole.
industry moves. We're talking,
Right.
he was like, "La,
Mm-hmm.
I need to meet these people." He was like, I need to know these people too. So
Yeah.
in him saying that, I had already talked to Miss Jennifer and Miss Gwen, like, but dang, we should have maybe did something that night. And they were like, "La, you getting yourself in too much. La,
Uh-huh.
you putting too much work in." I said, after we get through, what we gonna do?
Even I told you that. Why not? Why
I
not?
said, what we gonna do after we get finished? Like, we're gonna be finished at 5 o'clock. So what is we gonna do? We're gonna go to Carlos event, and then what we gonna do? We're going to the tribute because they're doing a tribute to Keith Wonderboy Johnson. And we would not dare miss that. And so we're going to that. But after that, what are we gonna do? So when Squirt called me and said that, I said, "So you coming?" He was like, "Yes, blah, I'm coming, and I'm coming all day. I'm gonna be there Thursday, so I'm gonna be with you all day long." I said, "Okay, give me 2 days." I called two people out here in this city, and nobody knew where we could go and be able to bring our platform in there and do a cover charge. So Squirt was on a show that I had booked. The promoter called me and he says, "La, I see that you are a go-getter." And I said, "I am." And he was like, "I got some friends that do other shows, so I'm gonna put Squirt on." I said, "Cool." I said, "So do you know anybody in Nashville?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, well, they keep telling me about this man named Mr. John, but nobody would give me his direct number. I call his restaurant and I can't never get him. Like, I want to talk to the owner. Girl, that man sent me the owner number in 5 minutes. I swear. He sent it to me in 5 minutes. So I called, it went to the voicemail. So I text him what I needed and I text him how I would like to partner with him. Do you know he texted me back within 30 seconds and said, let's do it? It got me so amped. I was on the phone with Miss Gwen. I was like, Miss Gwen, he takes back. He takes back. He said, let's do it. So I put it together. I asked him, I said, so what name can I use? Like, we went through all that. He said, just put my name on it. Like, he gave me free will of his restaurant, his stage. I'm telling you, keyboard already there, drums already there. I'm talking about mic'd up, bass amp already there, lead amp already there, everything. So listen, Squirt is coming to give y'all a show. Now y'all know Squirt can show out. Okay, okay. He has a catalog.
Yeah, he really does.
We have definitely selected some songs for him to do, and I'm excited. He coming. I'm excited. He did a video. And he was like, "La, I'm coming." He said, matter of fact, I'll probably do another video tomorrow. But he is definitely coming. And I'm excited. And then I get a call from one of the band members that's coming for the quartet group. He said, "La, I heard you was doing the show that night. Can I open up?" And I didn't know his name. So I said, send me some footage on you. I listened to 2 bars and knew that he needed to be there. So I'm giving him an opportunity as well. So now what we have done is collaborated the bands to play for Squirt. Like, we unified the stage and it has worked out amazing. I'm telling you. So we're gonna have a good
That's
time.
awesome.
So listen, they got good food. It's gonna be a good vibe and a good time. We ain't gonna be there all night, but we coming to have a good time.
Man, LaLa, you make this interview so easy for me. When I say I ain't have to say nothing, I love it. And like you do, you guys have so much going on. I remember meeting you in Atlanta. It was something. It was the sellers in Atlanta. What did the sellers in Atlanta?
It
Was
was,
it
it was.
something?
I had a
Yeah.
show there.
Yeah, and when I tell you it was packed out, that church was packed out. And like you said, you had the like the what is it? The, not a, what you call it? Not, oh, it was kind of like a town hall meeting. It put me in the mind of a town hall meeting because everyone, everyone that was like had
Because of the
different
round
questions,
table.
and
Yeah.
it was like really good
I'm telling
questions.
you,
Yeah,
if I could get artists to show up for a workshop, I would do that with no music. I would. And I would do a musician shed
which
for
is
the
needed.
band.
Is needed.
Yes. Well, there's a lady here that has something called Tech Shed. I don't even know if y'all know about her, but y'all gonna know about her after Friday. She's a
Okay.
female that plays drums. Her name is Miss Sam. And she has an established, I'm talking about, they got backdrops, they got merchandise, they got, again, and she didn't get the response. You know why? Because she a
Right.
female. But I
Oh
told her,
Lord.
and I told her, I said,
Hmm.
after this Friday, they're gonna know who you are, and we're gonna bring it to Carolinas because Carolinas is just different. It's a different vibe. It's a different
It really is.
situation when it comes to gospel. Period.
It
Musicians.
really
Period.
is. Yeah.
They cold. They cold. They cold. They can't
Yeah.
take it away from them. It's a lot of cold people out here, but
Yeah.
Carolinas be winning right now.
Yeah, this y'all
Carolina,
season. I had to
yeah.
give it to you. It's y'all season. So
And
it's
I
like,
love being
okay.
from there. You know, I love pushing them all. I love
Yeah.
pushing them all. I really do. When I tell you I love working with Roy and Revelation, I love working with them. They just bring a different volume to our culture.
Yeah.
Um, I love their catalog. I love the fact that it's 2025 and he's still singing "Thank You" from 2012. I love the fact that it's
Because it's a
2025.
hit.
and he's still singing "Blessed by the Best" from 2016. I love the fact that he dropped "Still Got Joy" in 2022, and it's still relevant, and people love it because of the message
Yeah.
behind it. It has substance,
Yes,
you know.
that's it. Substance,
When
right?
we did that campaign, everybody jumped on board when it came to merch and wearing that
Cause baby,
statement. I still see people in that
yeah,
stuff that we made in 2022, and it is 2025. Like, still currently, denim jackets, jogging suits, like it became a brand it within itself. Within
a
itself, I
brand.
love that. But Roy is very smart. He has a lot of ideas, and he's very, very smart. If you just listen to him, you glean. And I text him sometimes to be like, okay, I got something to say now. He'll be like, well, what do you want?
Right.
Like, because I have them too. And I know that I can get it out of him if I tell him what I want to do, or what I desire to take place in this industry for real. I wish he could have been here this weekend, but they booked. But Sunny is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Glorified gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed by Four is gonna be here. Men of Praise is gonna be here. Shawana and the
It's
Children of
so. Is
God is
it
coming.
Sawana or Shawana?
Shawana. I don't know. Did I say it wrong?
I don't know. You know, I be turning up people's names, so you might be right.
Uh-oh. Well, I might have tore that up too. Sent by God gonna be here.
All right. Yeah.
Riri
Dwayne told
coming.
me. Mm-hmm.
Riri and God's children is coming. Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Cross gonna be here. I worked with him for the
Okay.
last year and a half. I've been working with Mr. Teddy Cross for about a year and a half too. So he's coming. The Joy Boys is gonna sing as well. Jamar Esau and Triad for Christ, they sung
Mm-hmm.
2012, 2013. So they're making their rounds back. So I'm happy that all of these artists are coming. The
Yeah.
Robeson Bunch gonna be here. So
Good.
Amazing is coming.
Okay.
Let me name some more of these groups. Ori Hudson. I have never heard Ori.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
I
something.
ain't never heard Ori.
Let me tell you something. Let me interject about Ori. Let me say this. I get a lot of groups that ask me to like book and manage them, and I tell them no, for the simple fact I know personally I don't have the time. I have my hands in everything, and I feel like whatever I want to do, I want to be full throttle. I want to give it my attention. Like, I just don't want to do a half job
Right.
representing anyone, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if I would say one group that I was like, that's who I should have managed, is Ori. When I
Really?
say yes,
When I tell you I am amped to hear
yes,
him and Da Vinci Soul, I ain't never seen
Vintage
them live
Souls is
before.
good too.
I can't wait. KB
Yes,
has been amazing to work with. Like,
yeah,
his personality sold me, and then I
funny.
met him
He a
in
nut.
he came to Columbus, Ohio. You were there
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when he was in
That was
Columbus.
her.
It let me know that he could play though keys. I didn't
Yeah,
know he was a musician. I
yeah.
didn't know all of that.
Yes, I knew
So
that.
he,
Mm-hmm.
because he ain't on my end, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't get to see that all the time.
Right.
So when I met him, I was like, "You play keys too?" He was like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be
Pretty
real
good
cool
too.
about it. No, I said,
Mm-hmm.
but you cold. I heard the
Yeah.
chords that you were playing and your placement. I inboxed him after we left Columbus. I was like, yo, your placement is crazy on that keyboard now. You do a
Yeah.
little bit more than lead sing. So
Mm-hmm.
he's playing in the house band for the
Okay.
Soulful
Okay, that's
Friday. Oh
cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That is so
So I'm
cool.
excited to hear them. I'm excited to
Mm-hmm.
hear So Amazing. I'm excited to
Okay.
hear Ori. And it was
Mm-hmm.
one more. It was one more that I ain't like never heard live before.
Ooh.
Who was it? Ebony
Ebony
Carpenter.
Rose.
Carpenter. I heard she is great.
Who is she? Her phone must be ringing. Oh
They
wow.
calling my phone. I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. How they get in? Because it's just
I
phone
have
numbers.
no clue. I have no
That's
clue.
weird.
Yeah,
Because
I
these are
have no
people I
clue.
don't know. But they're probably getting into town. So they're probably trying to call me and tell me they're here. But the
Yeah.
Jones family going to be there. I
I
know you done
love
heard
the
about them.
and I love them.
Purposely Chosen is coming from New Orleans.
Okay, never heard of them, but okay.
Brothers in Christ,
Okay. Okay.
Electrified Wood Brothers from Atlanta. Um, Michael Lewis, he from Milwaukee. So we got a
Okay.
lot of area codes,
You
zip
do.
codes, a lot of
That's
regions that are coming
good.
together.
That's
Um,
good.
who else? Nelson Roberts, he coming. He from Carolina. Terrell Gathers is from Charleston, so down there by Jarrell Smalls and them. Kendrick
Hmm.
Evans, you know Kendrick, right?
I do. In fact, that's
Okay.
probably gonna be my next show. Yeah.
Oh well, they're gonna be
My
here.
next podcast. I can't do it.
Wow, I love them. I love him and his mama. I love them. So I mean, we got a variety. And then I told you I implemented a DJ. So that's gonna be kind of different. But I have been trying to get artists instead of having a host to get a DJ. Because I experienced that at a HBCU college homecoming. And it was just a good vibe.
Yeah.
Everything was ran through the DJ that needed to be said.
Mhm.
The groups was called out by the DJ. I have hosts, but we're gonna do a DJ segment in the middle. Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh
I like
yeah.
new and fresh ideas. Like it because it's been done like that doesn't mean that's where we need to be the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
like,
agree.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to move by the clouds by day and the moon by night. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When the seasons change, you have to move. And yeah, I love it.
So we
I wish
got
I could
three.
be there. I hate
I
it.
know.
I hate it. I really hate it. But I'm geeked up and I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there
It's gonna be really good. We got three choirs too. So I can't forget about Nigel Scott and DA. I
though.
can't
Okay.
forget about Benson, Thor, and Kenosis.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna
Hmm.
be good. It's gonna be good. So you got solos, you got quartet, you got choir, you got CCM, you got comedy, you had a DJ, you had like it's gonna be good.
It sounds like it. I love the freshness.
Yay.
Yeah, especially for it to be the stellar weekend. We get some FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about choirs or just CCM. Man, we are represented, and who else could represent us? I love it. That's great. And you've been doing a great job getting the exposure out there as far as posting content with different quartet artists and stuff like that. And people is like, okay, what is really going on? Because a lot of times, you hear about something going on or like little shows going on. But a lot of it's like the show that's going on with Sasha.
So you know how so when it comes to marketing, okay, it's a formula to marketing on Facebook, okay?
Okay, all right.
Facebook again has changed so much from 2008 to 2015. I mean 2015 to 2025. It has changed. So a lot of your content is not generated to the 5,000 followers you feel like you had. We have 5,000 friends at the max. But then when you do a professional dashboard, you can get followers. So I have over 15,000 followers, not meaning that all of them see what I put out.
Mm.
So consistency,
Yeah.
consistency, and the algorithm of a comment or a like pushes your stuff back to the news feed and all of that. We used to have this thing called XBM radio. Well, we had built a system in there where we had news feed and was able to talk to each other. This was just on the radio. This was radio. So I want to implement another system for us because what if Facebook go down? What we gonna do, boss lady? A lot of us don't have websites, so there's no hub. We use Facebook as our home, our hub. We look at Facebook before we get up and get dressed in the morning.
Sad.
People that have your phone number is calling you on Messenger.
Yeah, absolutely. People were
I
like
have
that.
two pet peeves. I have two pet peeves. First one, do not disturb. I hate that
Mm-hmm.
feature
Mm-hmm.
in business. I hate that feature in business. Number two is if you have my phone number, and I've had my phone number since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Call me on Facebook. Why would you call
Okay.
me? Why would you hit the button on Messenger to
I don't
try to
know.
call me or FaceTime me? First of all, I only FaceTime about 5 people. FaceTime ain't my thing.
Yeah.
Not with everybody. And
Yeah.
you got
I
my
got you.
location. If you got my location, you know I love you.
Oh, I love you. You my friend
You in my
for
circuit.
real. Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
only my
you
best
you
friend and
in
my
my
daughter got
you
my
in my
location.
circle. Yeah, you in my circle if you have my location.
Yeah.
If you have my location. So when I say that in marketing, yes, I market a lot, and
Mhm.
I want people to see what the people paying me to market.
Right.
Um,
You're
I
doing your
work for
job.
Roy every day,
Yeah.
but I'm hired for projects. You know what I work for Doc McKenzie.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know that,
I
but
did
I've
not
been
know that.
working with Doc for uh over 2 years now. So
Okay.
I do Doc McKenzie social media now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
So
not know that.
with the new trend that he got going on, and oh, it's we got some stuff brewing with that too. So I work for Roy and Revelation Doc McKenzie every day. I'm hired for projects when it's time, and the highway QCs, but I'm hired with projects when it's time for anniversaries.
Got
Like I
you.
got a sneaker ball
Yeah.
coming up that I'm doing. We got a Thanksgiving show. If y'all did not know, but
Okay.
early bird is $20. Thanksgiving weekend. We got
Hmm.
Royal Revelation, um, the Gospel Legends, DMD, the McDuffies, Veronica and the Blazing Stars, Flossie Boyd. I know I'm missing somebody. It's Deontay McNeil and Restoration Anniversary. But it's a
Okay.
big show that's happening in Bennettsville. You ain't gonna get all that for $20.
You're
But
not.
we only have $120 tickets. And I think it's about 40 something left. Maybe 43. I ain't checked today. But
Wow.
you ain't gonna get all of that for $20. Doc McKenzie is on the show. So I called DMD, Doc, Roy, Legends, Veronica and the Blazing Stars, Flossie, McDuffie's.
Mhm.
You ain't gonna get all of that for $20. So that's a project for me because we're leading up to the show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if any of you guys are interested in booking the LaLa experience, because let me just throw that out there, it's available. Let me help you take your brand to another level.
Come on
Yeah.
now. All right.
Social media, flyers, content. I do all of that kind of stuff.
Well, give them
Hmm.
your contact information, whether it's your social media handle or if you have a business line or whatever, so people get in contact with you.
You can find me on social media everywhere. Lachelle Lala Crump
Everywhere.
everywhere, or Lachelle 715. That's my like little handle. Lachelle 715. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snap. I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter. I have about 13,000 followers on Twitter. People don't
Really?
use Twitter no more, but Twitter is a different market.
They be doing too much on Twitter for me.
Oh my! Well, you just got to post your stuff and let them see it and get on off.
And move on, baby.
That's how I feel about that. Yeah, you ain't gotta engage in all the other stuff.
I be
But
like, what is
radio,
this?
to be radio still sends out tweets when they play artist music.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Twitter is a whole nother ball game. So you
Yeah.
can find me on all social media. Um Lachelle 715 or Lachelle Lala Crump. I would
Okay.
love to be a part of whatever you got going on or what's next. Um or just call me and we'll put a plan together. I ain't even gotta execute it, but I can help you put it together. And my
Brainstorm.
phone
Yeah.
number is 919-444-3483.
Cool.
But I would love to see all of you guys that have come into town for Stellar Award Week in the building, in the church on Friday at Mount Calvary Madison. I would love to see that.
That's
We're
awesome.
expecting at least 600 people.
At least
At least. I
it's
mean,
gonna
you got
it's gonna be
you
good.
got 20 something groups right here.
Yeah.
Everybody got at least 10 people in the group. We got one.
At least
We got like 4 solo artists. That's it.
it's gonna be good.
Live band.
Are you
We
going
gonna really
live?
have some church.
Are you gonna go
Maybe.
live?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. They have it set up to stream. So I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
really thinking about it. I don't know the whole time though, because I'm agreeing with artists putting out their own content. Um, so I don't know if I really want to string that panel though, because it's going to be meaty information giving at
Yeah.
that panel. Yeah, I do want to think. I think about it. I don't know yet.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
If not, I send you some snippets so you can, share on your platform. I really like what you're doing because you've taken it to a whole nother level
Oh.
from where it was, and just add in some advertisements. To what do you do it every week, or you just do it by
Lately, I have really had been doing podcasts because I have been traveling
right?
so much,
Okay,
Lala. Like I would have so now I'm slowing down because
right,
it's towards the end of the year. My award show coming up, and yeah, I need to be at home.
right.
Then on the road, I do
So
have some
even
shows.
even if you don't go live, could
Hmm.
you do your live broadcast as boss lady and just let your stuff run
Hmm.
without you being up here? Okay.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Hey, just let me know. I can make it work. I can make it work.
That's
Hopefully, my
right.
laptop be working. I think I left my laptop in the car and it's sweated. I think I just need to let it just chill out
Wow.
for a couple of days. Yeah. It's hot up
Okay.
here in St. Louis. It's the weirdest weather you ever want to find. But yeah, I
No,
think
it's
that's
hot
what
down
happened.
here too. It's been storming in Nashville. It's a lot of flooding, they said. I flew here, so I didn't see it, but I've been seeing people that's driving here saying that they've been having to take different routes because some of the roads are closed from flooding. Yeah, we was sharing that because it's definitely a route from Atlanta. I can't remember the highway, but
Mm,
a route from Atlanta, they rerouted 2 or 3 artists around because of flooding.
a flood.
Um, oh yeah, so it's hot in North Carolina too. Trust me, it's hot. This year has been hot. So guess what? We're about to have a cold winter. If it's this,
I love the fall. I love
I
winter.
just don't like to drive in snow and ice. As long as we ain't got that. Because I can deal with a turtleneck and a coat, but I can't function with on that road because I love to drive, so I can't function like that. But I want to say thank you for doing this. I really
No
do
problem.
appreciate you having this. We said an hour, so we a little over, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you have any
Yeah.
questions for me? Because I
Lala,
would have.
you hit everything. Lala, I promise you. Like I didn't have to hardly ask you anything. You perfect. I just pray that everything goes perfectly the way that you want it. I pray that a door open for any and every artist. I pray that man, you will have some highlight reels that's gonna bust open whatever that you trying to do. Like I just pray that many guys his blessings just flow this entire weekend. Nothing crazy happen. Everybody be safe. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what you got going on, man. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I just wish I could be
Thank
there. I
you.
really do, but
Oh.
yeah,
Well, we're gonna do something else. Just stay on the lookout. I
I'll be there.
definitely feel something brewing in the Carolinas.
Okay,
I got about three
okay,
ideas. I got
okay.
about 3 ideas on the table for some of my sponsors and partners. So we
Okay.
just gonna see. Sometimes they be
Okay.
like, you just think outside the box,
That's
but I'm a outside the box person. So I know
well, they
what I do
plug for no reason.
is, but listen, what I do know is when you do present things,
Mm-hmm.
not duplicate it, but people will follow.
Yeah.
They'll adjust. When
Yeah.
new things are put in place, they'll
Mm-hmm.
adjust. They'll
Yeah.
adjust. And it might take some time. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that it's gonna be a wild factor the first time we do it. I'm not saying that. But I'm up
Mm-hmm.
for the task of building,
Right.
because
Yeah.
that's where this came from. This came from the ground of an idea, making 2 3 phone calls. Do y'all think this is great? Okay, y'all gonna jump on here with me? So starting from 20 people led up to 200 people. 200 people led up to 2,000 people. It's networking.
Yeah.
So now, when we were in Vegas, I'm telling you, I changed the venue at least 5 times, year after year, because we had so
Mm-hmm.
many people. We
That's
had so
great.
many. And I feel like this year is going to be good because we're back on this side. And even artists are coming that ain't even participating in performing. They just coming to support. When I got here, I've heard, when I got off the airplane, I could hear somebody calling me. I'm in Nashville. And I came a day early.
Oh
I came a
wow.
whole day early to
Mm-hmm.
go and walk through my venues. I'm supposed to be here tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And I could hear LaLa.
That's good.
She in town. And I'm just like, I be trying to hide, I try to change my hair. I try to put on glasses. That don't, girl, it don't work no more.
We know who you is, LaLa.
It don't work no more, boss
It's
lady.
good. It's good.
For
It's
sure.
good.
But thank you again. I
No
appreciate it.
problem.
I hope that I share information that you
You
guys can
did.
use, or you can go back and, you know, benefit from
Yeah.
and use again. Take it back to your camp and
Mm-hmm.
adjust the wheels. Adjust the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing until you don't have to introduce yourself anymore.
That's good. That's good.
Keep pushing. Like, yeah, keep pushing
That's good.
until you don't have to introduce. They'll know that your work speaks for you and you don't have to validate that, because it's the gift that God gave you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people that do what you do, but they can't be you.
Right.
Even you.
Yeah.
They're not boss lady.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of that happening. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people can do what I do. I can do what a lot of people can do. But it's unique because it comes from me, because that's the way I orchestrated it. I'm in my own lane.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it
Yeah.
done. I'm happy. I'm about to go to 2
Okay.
events tonight. Show my face, show my support to other promoters. I think that is very important for
Yeah.
me because, again, I told you when I started this, it was only 2 events. So it is so many events in the city. I just want to show my face and be supportive to people.
That's
So
good.
I'm going to hug next. I'm going to
Yeah.
introduce myself to people that I don't know.
Right.
And let's take some pictures or something and do some stuff tonight.
You be safe out there in them Nashville streets.
I
Be
will.
safe.
I am by myself today, but my crew, my people, they'll be here in the morning, baby. 9 o'clock. Them flights start landing. So I thank you.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
have an amazing weekend. If you would like to sew into our platform, um, please do so. Hit me up, hit myself, Miss Gwen, or Jennifer up, and we would definitely appreciate it because we want to do more. We really do.
Yeah.
And I don't put a price on the entry. I just I take up a love offering, but this year I want to do a donation because I want to create a pot for something new. So if
Gotcha.
you want to sew into the Indie Rock Lounge, hit us up and we're gonna make it happen. So thank
Sounds
you for
good.
your time. Thank you for allowing me to vent. Thank you for allowing me to share my stories,
Awesome
because they
job.
can go in a lot of different directions.
Yeah. Awesome job. Thank you so much, Lala. I'm glad we
Thank
was
you.
able to do it because at first I was like, oh my God, yesterday my internet was out. And then come to find out where I moved to, one of my friends, they was like, oh, y'all internet gonna always be out in that area. I'm like, oh Lord, but
Oh, it's the area.
it's the area.
Okay, but you're still in St. Louis, though, right?
I'm like almost walking distance for real from the airport. I do not live far from that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm right by the airport. So if y'all ever
Well,
come to
you
St.
supposed to
Louis,
have.
huh?
Listen, you supposed to have the strongest internet if you're that close to the airport.
No, ma'am. The internet is weird. I don't know. It's weird, but I
Wow.
text messages all the time saying that my internet is out at the house. Usually I'm at work, so I don't be caring. But yeah, I get text messages all the time. I don't know if they working on the area for whatever reason, but
Okay.
yeah. But thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
I
Thank
guess
you.
how
I
everything's turning
appreciate it. I love you. Thank you again. And I'll see you next
yes,
time.
ma'am. Can't wait to see what happens this weekend. I know it's gonna be great.
Yes. Thank you. I'll make sure you get some footage.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Bye, bye, bye.
We out of here.
Her off and then it took me off. Okay, there I am. So anyway, man, that was good. When I tell you that's how an interview is supposed to go, I ain't had to ask nothing. Lala already had all the questions and answers in her head, and guess what? She just flowed with it, and that's how you know she a pro. And I really enjoyed it. Only thing I just had to do is just sit back and just listen because I'm like, okay, Lala. So if you're going to be in the Nashville area for this is the Stellar weekend, man, make sure you hit up LaLa all day Friday. Yeah, I mean they're gonna have a section in the morning time. They're gonna have singing, and then they're gonna have sport club. Man, listen, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I just hate that I can't be there, but but yeah, that was a great interview. Really, really great interview. So yeah, most definitely we don't have a date. Kendrick Evans. I want to have Kendrick Evans. I don't know if you guys know him, but I'm going to most definitely have him next on the show. I'm going to revamp the whole show. Um, yeah, I'm going to revamp the whole show. So, yes, I would like to do I would most definitely like to do a listening party for multiple guests in one show, maybe once a month, because I get a lot of music in my quartet corner at gmail.com. I get a lot of new music in there. And instead of me just listening to it, you guys can listen to it too. And then you can tell me how you feel about it. So I got a lot up my sleeve and we're going to be working on it. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in to the Quartet Corner. Thank you, Lala. That's my girl. Man, but I'll tell you, that was a great interview, great interview. But yeah, I will be releasing a flyer, letting you guys know when Kendrick Evans will be on and what I have on my schedule. Talk to you guys later.